Is it possible to start trading with only 300 rands? And I know most people would be like, it's not possible, it's tough, you need more money, you need all the. A lot of people think that because it's forex, it's the potential of the markets, because of the fact that there's a lot of money, trillions of dollars that can be made. They think that the initial investment should also be a lot, on which it's not like that, guys. Like, to be honest, I started trading. You do know my story. I've been speaking about it since years ago, that I started trading with literally only 300 rands, and I've been able to build not only that amount, but I've been able to build myself with that initial investment of 300 rands. Hi guys, it's Lesiba Mothupi here, and I'm glad that you are here with me. You are here literally just taking as much value as you can from this YouTube channel. But obviously, one thing that you can do is subscribe on the channel if you believe that this is that one channel whereby you feel like you are lost. You can easily just come here, and also comment below on what are the topics that you believe would be able to help you along on your trading journey. But yes, so today we're speaking about my journey of how I got into trading with only 300 rands, but I was able to evolve, not only evolve, but grow myself personally. Personal development. Mentally, I was able to grow, and I was able to also grow my wallets and all those things, my relationships with people that are close to me. So I want to just break down some of the easy stories on how I got to initially trade with 300s and how I was able to scale things up, because it's all about scaling when it comes to the marketplace. So what happened is that I found out about trading 2017. I knew about it, like I wanted to be involved with it, but I was getting an allowance from my parents at the time, and while getting an allowance, it's very tough to be able to say that I'm taking all my allowance, I'm putting it into trading, because you still have to go out there and like you still need to take some errors. You don't even know the breaker that you're signing up with are the legit one. There's a lot of things that you are still confused with. So obviously I went out there and I wanted to get as much information as possible. I wanted to hustle as much as I could. So obviously, I took the 300 rands and I went to IQ options. I know someone out there's like, yeah, I did go to IQ options, and I was fascinated with the fact that the way that they advertised the platform, it was simple for me to understand. It was like, there's a line here, 30 seconds, you buy. If it's above here, you're gonna make profits. If it's below here, you're gonna take losses. And I was like, okay, no, this is nice. IQ options, okay, no, let's get into this. I guess this is trading. So I got into it. I took $22. If you at that time you converted, it was 300 rands, because I remember perfectly, I only had 300 rands to my name. So I was like, you know what, if someone else is able to make it out with like small money, like a very less money than I, who am I to need more capital? So I was like, you know what, let me put this into action and go forward with it. And while saying this, guys, I want you guys to also be able to put this into your own personal uses, because there's a lot of people out there that require like over tens of thousands of rands, a lot of money, just so they can get involved with trading. And it's not even that, guys. As long as you get started, that's the only thing that you need to get started. Just today we had launched $10 challenge. It's a challenge of our traders that are in the 3.0 starting their initial account with $10, and then once they're done with the week is done, we give them 5 days. Once they're done, whatever profits that they made, we said that as a company we would reward them by giving them double their profits. So we trying to promote that yes, you can grow a small account, and you can actually like the most important lessons you learn them from a small account compared to a big account. A big account is used abnormally if you want to like, let's say now it's simple to do a lot of things on a big account, but a small account, that's where you learn, that's where you discover things, that's where a lot of things you start meeting up with on a small account. So yes, I found that $22. I went there, I started learning, and I doubled it, close to double, because I went to $33 in a night. In a single night, I was excited. I felt like I was rich, making $10 like in a single day. That was like a lot to me, especially on the cell phone, because obviously you can make money in the streets by all those things, but on the cell phone, that was like, wow, this is interesting. What did I do right? What can I do moving forward in order to capitalize from this? And then that's when I became a bit more greedy. I just started executing more trades, and the market went against me, obviously, guys. That's just what happens, whether you're a professional or a beginner, that's what happens. So it did go against me, and then I had to sit down and come up with different strategies on what actually am I gonna do. So I blew that account, but then now that was the very first initial account of my trading years. So like when I started trading with 300 rands, and then afterwards I went back and then I started seeing what did I do wrong. Then I knew, I was actually in IQ options, not MetaTrader 4. There's two differences. Okay, let me go to MetaTrader 4 and see. They mentioned that if I buy this side and I hold, I can enter with very small amounts of money, and when I hold it, the more I make, I can literally double my profits, even if it means holding for a week. And I was like, wow, that's interesting, I need that. Then I got into it with an investor's mindset. That's how I got to involve into the trading, the currencies, especially on the MetaTrader 4. Because from that 300 investment, obviously I did lose it, but then I went out there, I hustled for a few more coins, and then I came back. I think the amount that I came back with was like maybe $70, which is equivalent to 1,000 rands. And I just started pushing with that, and I started pushing with that, especially on the MetaTrader 4 platform. I started seeing progress going back, progress going back, progress going back. But to be honest, guys, the most important thing, or the most important message that I want to send out there is that you do not have, the amount of money that you have is not small compared to whatever the other person is starting up with. Someone out there starting up to trade with literally 100,000 rands. That's their initial investment. But that doesn't mean that they have more advantages to you. The most important thing that you can invest in before any other thing is the knowledge. Once you get your hands on the knowledge, then you can get far. Like literally now, can you please just bring the camera this side here? So I've got this beautiful trade that I executed on, it's Nasdaq, I executed on Nasdaq like what? Before we done this, and you can simply see here with whatever account already with the 3,000 rands account, we're making over 2,000 rands, which is like a bit more than what you're seeing here. Like literally, this is what's happening now. Obviously, it's a live account and stuff, so it's an account that we're using to test out different strategies, and I'm playing a bit more around with. But like literally, what I just shown you here is a trade that I executed like what less than, not even more than, like literally less than 15 minutes ago, and with just a 3,000 rands account, we were able to push it over. Now we're floating. Now let me just see what's happening, because I think it's shooting up 2.5, which is like close to double the profits. 15 minutes it took us just by following the knowledge that I was already able to acquire. So I'm not saying this to make you feel some type of way, or to have different types of beliefs, or see your own things. But what I'm doing this year is just to be able to show you guys that no, when it comes to the markets, like you do not have a specific amount of capital that you need to start off with, whether it's small or big. There's no specific amount of capital. Yes, there's like a minimum that brokers can say, would love if you start with this, would love if this happens, but there's no specific amount of capital that you should start off with to be successful. All you need to do, all you have to start up with to be successful, is the mindset, to have that will to learn, and also to be able to say, no matter through all obstacles, no matter through whatever that I go through, I want to see myself win. And even if it means blowing this small account, growing this big account, whatever that it is, you have to have the will to win. So I don't want to waste too much time speaking about it. I just wanted this to be almost like an inspiration type of someone that goes with, oh, this guy was able to start with 300 rands and he was able to push. Obviously, even if you blow that first amount of money, the fact that you have the will to learn and win, you're going to come up with strategies on how you're going to get more money in order to fund your account, and that's going to happen automatically. So yeah, I think I'll just leave you guys there, and then I'll see you guys on the next video to come. So by the to make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, and I'm glad that you guys are valuable members of my YouTube channel. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.